Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the one and only Premier Sim Gaming League. We're here at the F7 division for round 5 here at the Netherlands Grand Prix. I'm going to be your main commentator, LR Delta, but unfortunately though, I've not got any co-commentators, so if I do mess up on a few things, just give me a little bit of slack. But we're in the qualifying right now, so we'll stick on all the stuff. But right now we're slicing through into the qualifying right now. We've got a 108.8 as the fastest lap set by the reserve driver of MRL Russell, followed for Vapor Hyperlin with a 108.9. So pretty close between these first two drivers. But then we got Sarome with a 9 flat, then Tiramisu with a 9 flat almost. They're very close times there, but LRS though, the leading car in the championship by I think approximately 4 points, sitting in third place with a 108.957. But just making sure that everything is up to good. The title is fine, the stream's fine, the grid's fine, and everything. Just making sure that everything's great for you guys. But hope you guys are having a wonderful evening or night, or depending on wherever you guys are watching this from. But yeah, it's going to be an absolute banger. Obviously, I did some commentary through F8, so I got a nice little bit of action-packed racing to help me expect to see what I'd see in a higher tier like F7. But yeah, a lot of races. Well, from last night actually, it was a bit of a rainy condition, so we could potentially see some rain conditions here at Zandvoort, but track, I said my personal opinion on it last night. If you guys tuned into the F8 stream, I just was talking about how it's not one of the best tracks for battling nor league racing, but can't really complain. It's in the calendar, but the driver's just gonna have to bite the bullet and get it over and done with. But here we go, SKR Old Wine. He has just joined into the lobby. I'm not too sure if he was actually here, but yeah, he was in the pit lane. He's sitting P11 for an half, no time, but we'll go on board with Carlos going for turn 10 now, enabling the DRS, touching a little bit of grass, but don't think he would have lost a little bit too much time there. On to turn 11, you want to brake just with the 50-meter board and try to abuse that inside curb right there, and try not obviously let the car bounce too much to reduce losing a lot of time. Then just on to the pretty simple, straightforward banking zone. You just want to apply all the power, don't let off the gas, just go full pedal to the metal, enable the DRS, and 7th place for Carlos with a 109.4, looking like a pretty solid time for the driver there in the racing point. But we'll look at Reggie, or Reggie, I'm not too pronunciation, but looking like he got a little bit of slipstream there, but he's pulling into the pit lane. Maybe he got a little bit of slipstream. He didn't want to set the time because obviously slipstream is prohibited from all tiers. It's not allowed at all, but the only thing I'm pretty sure is allowed is just streaming from the other driver, and that's it. But right now we don't have any drivers on laps, we just have them setting out laps. But Russell though with a pretty strong time right now, setting it by, let's see, a 10th, almost just dead on a 10th. He slotted himself into pole position. But we'll go on board with JML Bueno. He's coming through to the last corner, but I think he's just, yeah, he's hit low fuel mode. But yeah, he's sitting 10th place with a 10.9. But I'll stick up the standings for you guys and give you some track information in a quick moment. But we'll see if Hyperlin is doing, yeah, he's starting his lap, so we'll go on board with him for the remainder while I find this out. So last week, if you guys missed out at the Belgian Grand Prix, it was the winner LR Ace who took away the gold there. It was a very difficult track to say the least, especially for me and Tom. It was an absolute banger to happen. It was just chaoticness and a lot of drama for some drivers, but LR Ace took away the gold. That race followed through with Old Wine finishing 2nd place with, I think it was, if I'm correct, it was B Morgan. Yeah, B Morgan actually took a podium away on that race with P3. So the championship between 1st and 2nd being Ace versus Old Wine is approximately 14 points. So not that big of a gap, but it sure can be extended a little bit more. But we have Russell though stepping out the rear there. I think he'd be backing at that lap, but yeah, I was just turn 9. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he went a little bit too wide and applied the power. Obviously, this grid is got a few assists restricted, so you could say they're pretty much the elite. It's not elite to the point that they're F1, but Still though, doing most of this is a pretty big achievement for these drivers, but we'll see who's the closest to finishing their lap. Looks like a Renault of Jordi, but not looking like he's finishing it though. What about, there's a Renault right there, no, not Renault, a Williams, apologies, and that's an Alfa Romeo. We'll see if that's, who is that? It's B Morgan putting it into the pits, and I think that's the Ferrari driver of, no it's not, it's Vero. So yeah, I think drivers are just getting a few times in, but yeah, Romi's got an invalidated lap as well. But yeah, we'll go on board with Sol. He actually done a lap already. He did a 198, but I just saw someone improved there. I think that was Stroll. Pretty sure it was Stroll, but Stroll slotting himself into P3 off a 108.849. So he's pretty close. It's very close between the top three, you could say. Only separated by a tenth, and well, can they go quicker though? That'll be the one big question for these drivers. Can they go quicker? Have they reached the max potential that they can get to, or is there someone out there that can go potentially quicker for this race? But we've got SKGR Old Wine, or we'll just call him Old Wine. But coming for turn 11 now, if my turns are right, getting a purple middle sector, and I think it's first, not too sure, but like I've said countless times, the middle sector is one of them. It's just, it always says it's not working, and it's just glitches. But we'll move. And where can Old Wine get the car? Oh, he got a 108.4. He actually got a pole. Never mind. I literally just completely breezed past that. I didn't pop out notification, but there we go. Old Wine getting a 108.4, putting himself pole position right now. So Ace is gonna have to retaliate with something big if he wants to get the pole position. Just checking to see. Trap says hello, Ivan. Welcome, mate. Welcome to the stream. I was gonna try to get you into the commentary box, Trap, because obviously I've never really been a big fan on doing solo, but I will try my absolute best for you guys. But right now we've got Hyper 10th down right now, but he could find a lot more time if he keeps going. Having a fry in the way, I think that's Vero. Yeah, absolutely, it's Vero right there. Hyper coming up to turn 10, top of the grass. He actually got an invalidation for that. What? See, the game's decides when it wants to give you an invalidation. A tiny little bit of invalidation, but we've got B Morgan starting his lap. We'll stick on the tires just to see what the drivers have got fitted on for this race. But we've got 7 drivers. It's not 7 drivers. We've got 7 viewers watching. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good day or a good night. But yeah, pop in some predictions on how you guys feel and who's gonna win this race. But we've got Jordi, I think that's it, 4 times up or a 10th, I'm not too sure. It's just everything is going so quick with this track. You can see just by the lap times. It's like one moment a guy could be on an out lap and then boom, he's just got pulled. But Old Wine noise in the pit lane, same with Ace. So yeah, we'll see where Jordi can put the Renault, maybe potentially near his teammate. We'll see. It's not. It's going to be a 110.183 for the Renault driver. I've always noticed that's kind of starting to become a little trend, that it's just Ace always at the front of the grid. It's not it's always just one of the Renaults. Meanwhile, you've always got both of the Williams up there all the time. But yeah, it'll be a very interesting one, to say the least. I heard the commentator has I almost read that out as well. I almost read that out, Ewan. You're an idiot. I almost read that out, but yeah, cheers, man. But yeah, I think I need respect where it's due, because like literally I'm doing solo commentary now, and I'm especially with this. But hopefully the drivers can just pick up some action so I don't sound like I'm in a library, because that is not what I'm here for. I'm here to provide the entertainment and energeticness, if that's a word. But yeah, we've got Russell right now. I think he's back. He's not backed out of the lap just yet, but he's got P3 off on 108.8. 8, so... Oh, he's got a purple sector though. He's 2 times up. This could be a very interesting lap if Russell can get this smoothing out through the last sector. It's pretty much straightforward here. We'll see where the number 97 driver of Russell can put the car. Just going full 100%, pedal to the metal, running out of drive right now. What's he going to do? And he actually pulls into the pits. Was he worried that he was going to hit low fuel or something there? Interesting. He was 3 times up, but he didn't continue. Interesting. Maybe, yeah, I did see the little red marks. Maybe he was just gonna hit low fuel, but I think B Morgan's close to him fuel mods. That's why he's backing up. But so Romate putting it into the pit lane. But we've got a majority of all the drivers sitting their laps. But we'll go on board with Reggie. But he's just been switching tires constantly and going back out, so he hasn't actually. But I've got the Renault driver. Oh, both of the Renault drivers are actually coming out. So both of the Renaults came out at identical times right now. But who am I supposed to be looking at though? There's Ace right there. So Ace has, if I'm pretty sure, I did actually already say that he's had his 3 wins this season out of 5. First round he got a 2nd place at Bahrain Short, which honestly, never take me back to that track. Bahrain Short, it's worse than this track because like it's not even a real track that any racers even like. They don't even use that circuit, the bleeding Bahrain Short, because it'd be pointless. Basically, you've got turn 1 and you're missing out the whole middle sector where it's just all the best part. But yeah, this track is okay. Hopefully, we can see some lunges into turn 1, but. If I remember from common knowledge that I mentioned last night, these softs can last approximately, if I'm trying to find 14, that was it, 14 laps for the medium tires, and 14 laps on the soft tires, because ended up Cam got a puncture on the 25 lap old mediums, and the mediums can only last 20 laps. Meanwhile, the hard tire compound can last 25, so the mediums are half a tenth slower than the soft tire compounds, and the hard tires are approximately 1.166 seconds slower than the softs. The pit lane is 14 something seconds long, but that's literally the only details that I can tell you guys, just to get that out of the way. But I can promise you guys I did not look at a sheet. I just remember it stuff by heart because, well, it's this track and it's kind of common knowledge. But Bryn did mention that medium softs is a strategy that could be interesting, but you could potentially get a punch near the end of it, because Enduro Cam went 25 laps on the medium tire compound and he got a puncture. Basically they let him queen across the line and finished 4th near the end of that. But yeah, if maybe we get a rainy race, if we do, then that'll be interesting to at least see how these drivers can cope with it, because we know this grid is very sandy. Obviously Tom or Logan would agree with me, because they're the 2 commentators that have been with me throughout the season, throughout all 5 of the races. But yeah, we've got Ace about to finish his lap. He's 1300s down on his time. I don't reckon he's going to gain any like time just on a straight, but he's still going though. Oh, he improves. Yeah, he just improved by a 10, so never mind. He's just proved me wrong there. He almost just improved by a 10th, but 108.686 for the Renault driver. Who else is up on their time? It looks like Stroh is up on his time in 4th place by half a 10th. We'll see what lap he can do. Can he potentially beat Russell? And he does. He actually gets 2nd place by basically only 2 thousandths of a little second right there. You see a 6.84 and a 6.86. So pretty much Stroh just slotted himself in there by like the tiniest little margin. But if we look at how close the top 3 is, but there we go, Vero crossing the line with a 108.7, slotting himself into 4th place there. So either track evolution is starting to get much quicker, or the drivers are just starting to get much more confident on the track. But Soul is apparently 8 times up, which, if he is, oh, and he's on the grass a little bit there, and he's got an invalidation. So I guess he won't be going 8 times up if the game is telling the truth about that. But who else is on a lap? Just all the laps are going to be flying in, so I do apologise if we miss a few. Or sorry, I miss a few, but we've got Carlos in the racing point about to cross the line. Is he going to improve on his time? No, he's 1.7 seconds down. Jordy starting his lap. VER Jochen. He's in 16th place. He's improving, but it looks like actually Ace. Ace is he out? Is he retired in the pits? Oh, he has. He's actually retired in the pit lane. So Ace feeling like he can't really improve. But here we go. The qualifying is over, but I don't reckon it is. But let's go on board with the AlphaTauri driver of Hyperlane. What? Oh no, he's I'm always getting confused. But there we go. Russell was 2 times up, but he got an invalidation. So Russell actually dropped a lot. But there we go. Teressimo, in 4th place with a 108.779. So. Oh, and B Morgan with an amazing time there of a 108.6. So can Oldbine be improving? He's down by a second, but I don't think anyone else is going to improve unless Sarakaya can put a good lap on the table. We'll see right here. Oh, 13th place with a 1.9 flat almost, but Carlos, I don't think he's going to improve. But everyone watching, do remember that you're supposed to be inside that white line. If you're even caught like a little bit off that line or out that line, but even like by a little bit of a tire, you're basically going to be destined to get kind of snitched on by a driver, because obviously it's just an easy way to get an advantage. But then again, just don't do it anyway. You're not going to gain any time from it by just going straight on. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the final qualifying results here at Zandvoort. We've got Oldwine taking P1, pretty good lap from him. Then B Morgan sat on second place. Then we've got Stroll in 3rd. Then we've got Ace in 4th place. Reggie in 5th. Teressimo in 6th. Vero in 7th. Russell in 8th. Obi-Wan in 9th. Hyperlane in 10th place, and then outside the top 10 we have Sol, Saromi, Sarakai, Jordi, May, Carlos, Jochen, Panda, and Bueno. I did just run out of breath there because I had to run away for a little bit, but I am back now, so I can just read them all out once we get into the grid and information lap if some of you missed it. But looking like a pretty dry race, so we're not going to get any, well, it looks like, unless it goes to maybe a mix over points, the point it goes like dry wet or something, but we'll see. We will see. But, you know, we're just going to be waiting on the drivers to get ready to just pick the tyre compounds. So we've got 30 seconds, so yeah, we'll just be waiting around about that time for the drivers to set the tyre compounds, and then we can go and wait for the formation lap and I'll read them all out, and then we can get to the red lights and we can see who takes potentially the pretty big win for round 5. Obviously it's a very tricky track, especially for overtaking, so I'll give someone respect if they come from the back of the grid or even mid-pack and win this race. But Ace and Oldwine and potentially Russell and Stroll are going to be the ones that could potentially take away the front grid to a whole different league if their pace is much more different. But we'll stick on the tyres, see how the tyres compounds are looking. So got a pretty mixed bunch right now, ladies and gentlemen. I've got the top 10, obviously, as you would know, they're on soft compounds. On our side we have Sol, Stromi, May, Carlos, and Panda and Bueno, all in the medium compounds. And then we've got Sarakaya, Jordi, and Jochen on the hards. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how how the strategies work out. So like I said before, the softs will approximately last 14 laps, the mediums will be 20, and then the hards will be 25, but the hards will be the best tire, even though it's not even that far through lap time. It will be much more beneficial for the guys on the hards if they're starting on it, because it means that, well, tire temps are pretty bad through here, and I've heard it's always the left side of the car that's always the most hurtful for the drivers. But here we go for the predicted stop strat. We have a soft hard, a soft medium. So yeah, there we go. We'll see if these drivers can potentially get it through turn 1, and we'll see. But just gonna be waiting on the drivers to cross the formation lap line so their AI takes control and we can go for the racing. Right, let's stick on all these details for the stream. But this will be an absolute banger, so no one go anywhere just yet. We're only just getting started. But hopefully it is not a boring race for me as being the commentator. I'd like it to be a little bit energetic for this type of race. But we have 15 turns. 15 turns, 36 laps. Who will be the one to cross the checkered flag in P1? Just waiting on the render of the drivers to go for it, and we will see who will take away it into P1. Will it be Oldwine? Will it be Morgan? Will it be Stroll? Will it be Ace? Or will it be Reg? But we will wait for the drivers to start powering up their engines. But here we go, 5 red lights, all ignited, and away we go to round 5 here at the Zandvoort Grand Prix. Looking like a good start for Stroll. He's not getting the P1 off the start, but it looks like Oldwine getting pressured by the Alfa Romeo of, it could potentially be, I'm not too sure, it might be B Morgan, yeah it is. So Ace starting to P3 right now. It looks like Stroll actually got 2nd place already, but Oldwine holding it through into P1 already, so he hasn't been pressured too much off the line. But overall there's a few overtaking zones. It looks like Bueno going through side by side with Jochen, but it looks like Jochen gets the move done on through the downhill right-hander. But we've got a driver off. It looks like, who is that? That is FRL Soul, but we've got yellow flags. That'll just be for the Soul. But hopefully the timing can fix. Luckily we just breezed past that there with the glitching. But Oldwine pretty much with an 8/10 gap already off the start, with Stroll sat in 2nd place. So he did actually get a good start compared to Ace. But B Morgan into 5th place. He's got a massive train right behind him. A couple of drivers locking up right now, but we'll see if anyone else has got any damage. But looking like a snap for May in the Racing Point at P11. So pretty fire start for all of them. No one having any problems though, but Oldwine and Stroll. But it looks like Stroll actually got past Oldwine apparently, according to the game, but he didn't know. So yeah, just ignored that. For some reason it says that Oldwine is not leading. He's sat in where is actually? He's sitting P5th apparently. So a little bit broken there for the game, but looks like Russell and who is that? That's Vapor Hyperlink going side by side. Can they stick it between each other? Who will go for the move? Looking like a little bit of wheel bang, but they're still going side by side, and Hyper sends it down the inside onto Russell, making it look easy peasy right there for him. But could he potentially go for Reggie as well? He's lunging it into turn 9. Can he get the move done? Given the space, a little bit of wheel banging, but yeah, he's a little bit of a wheel bang in there, but he's looking, oh, he's on the gravel. He's on the gravel completely, but looks like Russell though, he's starting to get involved with it. And coming through to turn 11, they're going almost 3 wide. And Hyper setting it on the inside, shoving Reggie off, and he's went round into the gravel. He's went into the gravel, so he's going to be absolutely fuming about that. But yellow flags all round set to 3, but we're back to racing. But Stroll having an amazing race right now. Sat in P3, but he needs, sorry, P2, but he needs to gain on Oldwine, because Oldwine already looking like he's already taken away the P1 of this. I've just slapped free with a 1.4 second gap, but B Morgan getting very close to Ace right now. But the guys are absolutely sending right now for each other. We've got the 2 Mercs in 16th and 17th place right now, but I'm gonna keep an eye on Russell though. He seems like the guy who's starting to send a lot, and him and Hyper had an interesting scrap down to turn 8, so we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, the gap's just starting to close a little bit. Driver's just getting ready, but Reggie though, he had an unfortunate race. I think it was him and Hyperlane just absolutely launched them, I'm pretty sure, and he dropped from 13th place now down to 15th. So his teammate is actually indeed beating him right now. But yeah, what a story though. Absolutely amazing. You guys have almost just killed my throat instantly. But yeah, right now the closest we have is Tiramisu, Russell, and Hyperlane. So once we get the DRS enabled, it will be much more closer. It will be a bit of a train, but we'll see. Old Wayne just getting the consistent fastest laps, improving even by more time, and gaining the gap on Stroll lap by lap. Right now we're on to lap 4, so gonna start to get a bit more closer with the racing and a bit more maybe sense from the drivers. But then again, it's genuinely just their whenever they want to do it. But 17 drivers and no retirements just yet, which is great to see. But we don't have any sends though. Oh, Carlos getting a bit close there into turn 8. No, he keeps tapping that gravel a lot. He was doing that in the qualifying as well. Sarakayo going a little bit wide. Reggie actually getting his first penalty. He's the first out of all 19 drivers actually to get a penalty. But I don't want to miss anything. Looks like Tiramisu getting close to Russell, but I don't think we'll be seeing any sending business right now. So do remember, guys, like I said, the softs will last 14, mediums 20, and the hards 25. So all these mixed strategies will come into play. So the mediums and the hards will be able to go a couple laps extra, so they'll start to be in the lead by the time that the softs have to pit. But here we go though. Looks like Old Wine, like he was losing a little bit of time, but looks like B Morgan getting a little bit close there, but didn't do anything too major there. He was getting very close to him. Oh, it looks like Reggie and Jochen. Oh my, and Jochen diving down the inside on the hard tires, but he's just got no match for the Reggie on the softs. Just nothing there. He's gonna have to set that one out because, well, as I said, 1.1 seconds much more quicker in general pace than the hard runners. So not looking like it's going to be anything for him just yet, but already 14 seconds, so from 1st to 19th, jeez. Right, but just going to make sure that's interval, yep. So 1.3, nothing's really happening too much. It looked like the start was just guys getting very hectic and getting a little bit pressured, but we'll see. Cannon will launch out a bunch of lockouts, nothing too major for them, but their left will be overheating a lot though. I've heard that with the tires that just started to heat up a lot on the left side, pretty big, so that could potentially make them even go earlier than lap 14 if they've got ABS off, which they do. But Emerald Russell get the fastest lap though, and Jordy's suffering a penalty, so Russell getting the fastest lap already without even having DRS. Pretty interesting to say the least, but he might just have that pace. But we've got, looks like the two FRL drivers having a nice little scrap. Oh, and that's Jordy. He's actually round. Jordy's round in turn 1. He's reversing into the gravel. Really recommend that. But yeah, he's into the gravel. He's had a very unfortunate season, but his teammate though has been providing the points for his team. They won't be leading the constructors, I don't think, to keep up this performance. So I think the Williams will just be taking that trophy away potentially if Jordy just doesn't focus and sand out these mistakes. But yeah, around about the gaps is just exactly what I predicted for the remainder of the race. By the time it gets to the pit time, I don't really expect it to be anything too major for the drivers. Like with battling, I don't expect anything major to happen. So we just think about this as just a little just a little endurance race, nothing too major, it's nothing too competitive until then when we get into the pit lane, and then tires start getting on, safety cars start getting deployed, and then we'll really see what happens. But B Morgan though 4 times behind Ace, but nothing too major. But Ace though, he's almost popping off DRS now on Stroll. DRS is a one major thing that you want to have, especially on this track. If you're out of that DRS and you've got drivers all in DRS behind you, you're pretty much a little bit screwed, to be quite honest with you. But I'm just keeping it low just in case if like anything happens, because I'm gonna have to do all 36 laps just me. So I do appreciate it. This track is just pretty chill track, but I'm not gonna say anything about anyone sending it, because genuinely it will happen at some point. There's always gonna be a send somewhere from someone, but Mercedes drivers though since 16, 17 still, even with all them people spinning, they still haven't been able to catch up. But we'll go over to the front runners just for a quick moment, keep an eye on them just in case, because they're the closest to the DRS. Stroll not getting into the DRS, nor Ace, I don't think. B Morgan getting much more closer though, but he's still, yeah, he was hesitant there, he's looking for it, but he's not going to get it. Yeah, so nothing is going to happen there. But all around though, the drivers not looking like they're struggling, they've all just been consistent. They're doing pretty well. I've got nothing really to comment on right now, but just wait until lap 14, ladies and gentlemen, and you'll see it start to spice up. And if it doesn't, then you'll just have to be wanting a safety car. But Old Wine though on 77% ERS. Meanwhile, with Stroll on his roundabout half 60s, and then Ace on 44. So Ace is burnt pretty big amount just to try get inside that DRS, but doesn't seem to be working. He's 1.5 seconds behind Stroll right now, so he is definitely out of DRS right now. So B Morgan is going to have an absolute treat right now. We'll see if he sends it. Potentially, he's got the best run right now. He just needs to get a good run through to the banking, get a good exit, and he should be fine. But yeah, he's got barely an 8 ERS as well, so it's exactly what I said. It's getting close. He could actually send it here. Looks like he's lunging it though. Is he going to send it? Oh, very close though, but nothing to the point that it's going to play anything major. But I just heard a bang outside my house, so I was just wondering what that was. But so Romy 3 times behind Obi-Twan. Obi-Twan has been fairly quiet, to the least. I didn't really have too much action, but yeah, right now we've just got to see what happens. We've got a good couple amount of trains right now. We've got the battle for third, and then we've got the battle for 9th, actually, with Obi-Twan and Sarumi. Potentially Carlos, if Carlos can get into the mix, but yeah, right now it's just a DRS train. But Stroll though, he is now into DRS onto Old Wine, but then again Old Wine could just be pacing himself, just pace the tires, because he's in clean air. Meanwhile every other driver is just behind the dirt air, and also they need to keep their engines cool, because being behind a driver lap after lap after lap, especially around here, the engine's going to be dead throughout everything, so you're going to want to kind of turn away on the straight, away from their slipstream if you feel like you're not going to go for it. Yeah, but here we go though. Looked like someone actually cut the line, but I'm not saying anything. But it looks like Terresimo though, sending it onto Harper for P4, yeah, P4, but looks like Harper is not going to do anything about that, not retaliating whatsoever. But fantastic move for Terresimo though. But B Morgan though, he looked like he was hesitant not to go into the pit lane, but he didn't go for it, which I'm pretty surprised about. He didn't go in the pit lane, but Ace has stuck on the hard, so he will potentially, yeah, he will go to the end, most likely. Yeah, he will, just barely though, so you'll need to, he's done it very early for it being hard. But then again, it's your strategy, it's the call of what you ever want to make. But Stroll is indeed in DRS, I'm pretty sure. It just hasn't popped up whatsoever, but once it does, we will see. Oh, we've got sector 2 yellow flag. I think that was just a bug. But 1.9 seconds to second place. Enzo says Ace with a little thing. Yeah, a lot of people backing up the LR driver. Big LR Delta doing the commentary and commentating over LR Ace. So yeah, without sounding a bit biased, obviously I do want Ace to win, because we're in the same esports team. Of course I would want him to win, but then again, gotta be neutral. It's just I'm just a little LR Ace fan. But is this league Xbox? Honestly, it's a good question actually, but it looks like a bit of oh wait, Ace is actually lagged out. So, oh, and that's the driver out. That's B Morgan. He's run into the wall. B Morgan is just pit onto the fresh hards, and he's got damage already. But Is this league Xbox? Yes, it used to be, but I'm not too sure if if I don't know if they still have an Xbox tier. You'll have to go to the PSGL Twitter and you'll see it. But the Twitter should be in the it should be in the what is it? It should be in the description, and if it's not, then I can put it in if a saved car happens. But yes, they do an Xbox, they do a PC division as well, which I highly recommend. And if you want to go watch another race, except this, if you really want to, highly recommend F1, which will be near around 8 PM. So highly recommend you guys to check that out, because it's going to be a banger, and I'm going to be rooting for Wilson to do very well there. So it's going to be an exciting one, to say the least. We've got a lot of exciting races. We've got F7, F5 and F1. They're the only ones that I can remember. I think the other ones will be, but has Ace joined back? I just want to check. No, he hasn't. I'm going to send him a quick invite, and I'm just going to send him one real quick, so apologies if you guys see a blue screen. It's just, I want to get him in, because I didn't actually get spares either, so if I lagged out, then I don't think he'll have one, but I'll invite him. Hello, Ace. He's not online, so maybe he just went off completely. Maybe he's not having any of it. But here we go though, back to the racing. Apologies for the black box, if you saw that there, but here we go though. Like I said, the medium hard guys, they will be basically the top 7 for the end of the time, and then they'll pit, so they actually get to go a long way on their mediums. Then again, the hards are the best strategy, 100%. Soft hards, best strategy out there. Oh, it looks like Saromi though, he's actually getting the overtake done in the pit lane. Looks like Old Wine is now pitting from P1. He's sticking on the hards. Where will he come out? Will he come out in front of the Alfa Romeo or the Merc or the Alfa Tauri? It's gonna be close. Oh, he gets in front of the Merc actually, just only slotted himself in. It's always good to have not that much traffic, but all he's got is just Yokin right in front of him, and then he's just got clean air from the rest of that. Because, well, Old Went is net P1 unless he gets into an incident with any of these drivers in front. But B Morgan though, he's stuck on the soft. His strategies went completely out the window, because you can only use the hards one time and then it just doesn't let you touch them. But here we go though, LR Ace, he is not in the lobby yet, so very unfortunate to see though that his AI actually pit. I should have noticed that it was him, but here we go though. Ace is not going to be too happy. I don't want to see Ace's reaction when he comes back in and sees that he's sitting in P18 just from being in the front pack. But do not give up, Ace. If you're there, do not give up, my man. You've still got tons of time to regain that front row. I think I said whoa accidentally instead of row, but do not give up, 100%. But here we go though, Russell setting the fastest lap yet again. We've got Stroll diving it down the inside on GML Panda. Russell looking like for it as well. Onto turn 1, almost missed it a little bit there. And it keeps spectating the other Merc. But here we go though, getting the move done and dusted for Russell. Now his main target is Stroll and then Old Wine and then just a rest. So technically we've got a battle for P1 right now. It's technically the net P1 is Old Wine, Stroll and Russell. Panda, Bueno, and then etc, etc. But the timing has glitched yet again, which is annoying as heck, but we're just gonna have to annoy Stroll though, looking like he's applying the power just a little bit too early and losing it, but nothing too major for him. But we do need this to fix ASAP. So yeah, May, he is leading the race right now by, I assume this is like at 1.6 seconds. I can't even see that either. That's irritating. But oh, I was way off. 2.1. So I think yeah, it'll fix after everyone else crosses the line. But would have appreciated if it didn't do that. But is anyone gonna send it? Looks like Hyperlin sending it down the inside on Bueno. So Bueno just getting absolutely overtaken into turn 1 every single time. He's not retaliating either. He's on the mediums, 14 laps, so I would assume that he wasn't going to really put up a big fight against the guys on the fresh hards or mediums. But then again, I would just recommend defense. But nothing really too much happening. We've got the run of Old Wine right now behind Jochen, so he's gonna have to remember that he is these guys do need to pit eventually, so Old Wine just needs to stay chill. But ooh, interesting line there from Jochen. He's eating the curves. It's lost him a lot of time. Actually, a lot of time. Old Wine could genuinely just send it there, but if he did it there, then he wouldn't have got the DRS. But here we go though. We're still on board with Old Wine. He's 2 times 1/10. He should get this move pretty straightforward. Going on to the right hand side of the circuit, and he's got the move done and dusted into turn 1. Didn't even have to burn anything. He just got the move easy peasy for him there. But Turissimo sending it on the inside. Bueno, so Bueno, he's gonna have to retaliate. He's letting people pass too much, man. He's being too friendly. He's giving these guys just places to overtake, and he's not defending it. But I guess it's just his choice if he wants to lose the position, because he's in P12 right now, so he shouldn't be giving up right now. He's just like 2 positions away from a point, so just keep going. Oh, and Vero getting insanely close on the hard tire compound right now on the Ferrari car, but nothing happening. And I've said this countless times, but Serkai is 1/10 up right now. Stroll actually going for a move on Jochen, I think. Actually, yeah, he did. Oh, Old Wine actually got. Oh yeah, Old Wine got him through the straight. Never mind. I almost just had a relapse there, just wondering how he got past him. But yeah, he got past him for the DRS. I completely forgot. But here we go though. Russell onto Jochen. Is he going to send it down the inside? He's got the gap, but oh, he's just too far back. He's got a yielding, wait another lap, which that one other lap is just gonna lose him time. But Jim O'Brien he's just getting overtaken a lot, so I'd expect Vero to overtake him then. But Russell, 10th. Oh no way! Don't do it here, Russell. Oh, getting close there, getting insanely close there. But he's honestly looking for the move. And he's got to remember Jochen is on 16 lap old hard, so he should be fine on this hard. He's just get him for the DRS and then easy. You don't gotta be doing all this sending business, because you don't want to ruin your own race. But here we go, Harperlin going round the outside actually onto turn 10 on Bueno, on Panda, but can he get the move done? Oh, Panda though, he's got that straight line speed, but he yields, he backs out, he brakes, he tried to outbrake Hyper, but Hyper just wasn't having any of it. He's like, mate, that's my position, I'm not giving it to you. But right now we've got May into the pit lane right now. He's sticking on the hard tire compound, so he's doing the medium hard strategy, which fairly interesting strategy. But here we go though. I think that was Old Wine that got the fastest lap, but I'll just look at it just in case. Yeah, Old Wine for 1:11.5, so he absolutely smokes the fastest lap completely. But oh, Panda though having a little snap of understeer, but got a nice 4-way battle here for P11, so this will be one to watch out for and see if it spices up. So we've got Vero versus Obi-Twan versus Bueno versus May, so that'll be one of them fights that we'll need to see on how it unfolds. But nothing like I've said is really happening. Here we go. Here's the information of the interval, just in case you guys wonder. So 2 seconds, and then Sarakai, he's got the DRS, I'm pretty sure. He does, he's got the DRS. Same with Old Wine, so Old Wine, he could potentially go for it here. He's into the DRS, so can Old Wine get the position done right now? He's either got to get it done, or he's just going to lose more time, but looking like he's lunging it though. Oh, the wedge have drifted, but he saves it though. He avoided the wall completely. Good reaction time from him, but it looks like JML Panda getting overtaken round the outside on by Turissimo on the turn 1. So very good move. Looks like Vero onto the back of Obi-Twan right now. Looks like Jochen has pit onto the fresh medium, so he'll be going most likely to the end. But we'll see if Vero can get the move done on Obi-Twan later into turn 9. Oh, and May having a lot of drivers always struggling on them fresh hards. We sort of B Morgan, but B Morgan though, it's very unfortunate for him on how his race kind of ended for him. He suffered damage straight as he pit. Can't remember what lap he pit, but he just went a little bit too eager on the power on the fresh cards and he just lost it completely. But we'll see how this pans out. Looks like Stromy is now pitting. I honestly need to keep an eye on that pit lane line to see if they are following it. Oh! What is that? I just saw a bunch of drivers weaving it there. But I didn't actually see what was going on. I just saw a bunch of weaving, but... yeah, nothing. Oh wait, no, it might not be nothing actually. Russell, on the back of Stroll now. Looking like the place that Russell has been going for the overtake the most. Having it almost going 190 right there. Gets very, very, very close to them, but Stroll... oh, Sarakaya got an interesting penalty there. He cut it a little bit too much. Just taking a bit too much curb there. Russell, though, he's getting fairly close. Very close, but enabling the DRS. Will he be going for it? He's looking for it. Oh, he's round! Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not round yet. He was very close there. Russell looked like he was just going to send it. He was just having no thoughts on at all, and I don't actually know if Russell even has a seat. He most likely will have a seat for this season now. I'm not too sure. I haven't actually looked into him at the standings, but Russell's straight line speed is something else. 197. But yeah, look at him. He's right on his tail. Have a 10th literally right back. Oh, if he got an interesting exit there, he could have went for the outside line. But half a second separated to Obi-Twan and me right now. But nothing too much happening. This is a good battle for P8 as well. We've got 3 good drivers, but we've got a driver in the pit. Looks like Soul's going to be repairing a wing, I think. Is he? I'm not too sure. I kind of missed what he actually was doing. Oh, here we go. I just completely missed it. But here we go. Stroll getting past Sarakaya for third position. Sorry for missing that. I apologise completely, but looked like a good move. I think that was just into turn 11. He got the move down through the chicane, but now Stroll is into third place right now. Still got no retirements yet, so could we have a race with no retirements for this race? It'd be an absolute splendidness if we have it with no retirements, because we're very, very close to it. Here we go though, Russell getting that amazing exit though. I was just destined to get past Sarakaya later in the stages. Sarakaya has lasted his tyres 21 laps, so he really is just going for what I said. Go 25 on the hards and then just pit on the soft and boom. Just have to pray for a safety car, but he's doing it fantastic right now. Sarakaya into P5 right now. He's not what you'd expect him to be, but Stroll gaining on Carlos. He's been eating something different, Stroll has. He's had an amazing start, and well, Carlos is on 21 lap old mediums, so I'm not going to say anything, but Enduro Cam did get a puncture on mediums when he got to 23 laps or 24 laps, and his tyres don't actually look that dead, are they? Ish. But he is losing a lot of time though. Stroll could literally go for the move right now, even before the DRS. But here we go though. Oh, he's trying to go to the pit. Oh, he's round. He's round. He's got the damage. Oh, and Carlos, he's in the wall. Oh, what's he gonna do now? Oh, that was on Stroll's part. That was on Stroll's part right there completely. And he's round completely. Oh, this can't have happened. No way. Stroll is in the grass right now. He's going to be absolutely fuming. We've got yellow flags everywhere. Drivers losing it. JLM Panda losing it as well. But Stroll though, that is so unfortunate. He's losing it completely. Here's Carlos. Both of these drivers just had a collision and now they're sat in the worst positions of their life. Just like Stroll just got way too impatient and he's just sent it though when Carlos was getting ready to go into the pits. So I honestly I can't really say who's at fault for that, but Oh, that is an upset for Stroll. He was just coming into second place, and he could have been in P1 as well, but oh, that's so unfortunate. That is honestly one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen commentating ever in my commentary. He didn't get any damage though, so you can keep going, but still though, all that work, and he sat there. It's so unfortunate to see. But then again, two of the Ferraris sat in 7th and 8th place right now, so pretty solid result for them, to say the least. Got Williams in 4th and 1st, so that's even better for them. Looks like Sarkaya is getting past Carlos. Carlos sticking into the pits now. This time, he's getting into the pit lane, replacing his front wing and sticking on the softs. So, yeah, I don't expect Stroll to do anything, but he is still on a point. But then again, there's always a big what if. What if he was actually in that podium? Could he have put a big good fight to Russell and Oldwine? But his teammate Vapor Hyperlin is in P3 though, so could have been one of the best AlphaTauri finishes in Singapore when the AlphaTauris, it wasn't these guys, but it was I can't remember, it was SMM Carson and Marcus Fall. They were the two AlphaTauris at the first 3 races until they got replaced by Hyper and Stroll. So yeah, we almost got a good close glimpse of well, the AlphaTauri is having a very good start, but unfortunately I don't really know what to say. It looked like Carlos was just going into the pits, and Stroll just, he could have just waited a little bit longer, because he didn't bother to brake, he just kept accelerating, so he kind of put on himself. But I won't comment on it though, because well, we've still got like 18 to 19 drivers to commentate over, so one person isn't that big of a deal, unfortunately. But yeah, he is gaining on Panda, so he could potentially even go higher than P10. But he does have that penalty, but he was penalty clear to begin, like, to start off with. He had that penalty, but he was clear from anyone because of the gap. It was massive. You can stick on the leader, you see how much it is just from 5th place, 9th place, and you see all down the way, etc. But you could potentially see a double Williams podium. We'll stick on the penalties, so he's got 3 seconds. So if Turissimo or Tiramisu can keep the gap lower than 3 seconds, we could see it. But looks like JML Panda sending it on side by side. Panda on that inside curve, it's always a curve you want to avoid into turn 11 after the chicane, but Stroll just having none of it, just giving him, just pushing him. I wouldn't want us to be surprised with Stroll being a little bit heated in that car. Obviously, being in the podium and then going from that, it's not the nicest feeling, especially having to finish off the race. Not the nicest feeling. But we've got a yellow flag. Don't know who it is, but we've got a virtual safety car actually. So, well, it's not a safety car, but it's a virtual safety car. Still no retirements, which is great to see. So let's see if we can have no retirements. But we'll just see. How if any drivers get a drive for it, we'll stick on the penalties just mainly. Lap 26 out of 36 right now. But it looks like no one gets any drive-throughs at all. It's just still the same penalties that everyone had before it, but nothing too exciting though. The only thing I've seen exciting was probably the start and then the middle stint. But Sarakai though, sending it, just getting in the slipstream really. Just DRS train. It's just whoever's got the most DRS, they can just have the advantage to send it. But oh, Sarakayo looking very eager there to go for the move, but yeah, the gap started. Every car is starting to gap each other by miles. Right now it's 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2.7, 1.6, 1.4, 1.4, 5.7, 1.4, 310. So yeah, the closest we're gonna get right now is just for P9 between Sarakaya and Jochen. And if we don't have them, then we have LR Ace actually into P13. I completely forgot about him in this race. Obviously, unfortunately with him, he suffered a little bit of lagging out issues, and then his AI pit at a very stupid time. But then again, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess. It wasn't his time, unfortunately, but this will not put a good look on the championship for Ace, though. The gap between Old Wine and Ace, if you guys remember at the start of the stream, I said it was 14 points between them. So since Ace is out of the points, I'm not too sure what the point system is for PSGL yet, but it will put a big dent into the championship for Ace. We're 5 rounds in, so we've still got tons more for it to even be judged later, and it could not even be one of them, it could be someone else. A newcomer, or just someone that's just getting consistent results, but yeah, nothing happening at all. But there's nothing to complain about it. It's just the nature of this track. Always just one of them tracks that just tends to pick up a little bit of gaps, but we'll see if anything spices up. We're on to lap 29. Got 7 laps to go, no retirements whatsoever, so looking like a good race for all of us at F7, especially for me. Had a very good day, and we get to commentate over F7 and solo, so I'd say it's been a pretty successful day. But anything can happen. Looks like May has got a yellow bar in his fuel, so he's gonna have to stick it onto lean mix for the rest of the thing. But been saying if it starts raining, it doesn't look any rain whatsoever. It's almost just starting my words there, but yeah, Ace, he's having an upsetting race. Five tens between them. It's just, look at that gap between everyone. It's almost getting pulled out of ERS for DRS between Sarakai and Jochen right now. So yeah, we've got Ace and Reggie, or Reggie, Rag. I'll call him Rag. But yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying the streams. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and not even just for this video, for other streams, because trust me, F7 does look like a very fun tier to look at. But looks like we got Reggie sending it down the inside, pretty fair and simple there. I was just getting ready to just shout it, but breezed it absolutely on Panda for P11. Bueno pairing his front wing and pitting onto the medium, so guess he doesn't feel like the soft will go to the end, so he could potentially be the first driver to be lapped. Actually, no one has been lapped this entire race, if I'm pretty sure. Oh, never mind. 2 people, actually 1 person has only been lapped, and that is Saromi, so never mind. But onto lap 31 though. Nobody having any sins, but just in its nature though. But we've got LRS, and there's a driver in the wall. He's lost it. Oh no! Oh no! We were so damn close. We were so close as well. But just 5 more laps, 4 more laps technically once it gets to the end. But oh, that would have been an amazing result for all of us. No retirements, no nothing. But oh, I don't even know what happened. Look, Ace just tapped the back of him and he just went round. It didn't even look intentional, but oh, that is so unfortunate. But we've got Carlos though going for the move on LRS. Oh, he's going around the outside line into the switchback. Inside line, Ace going around the outside line, going to get that exit, and fantastic battling throughout these drives. So they're putting up a good fight for them. But Panda though, he had 5 laps to go, and he wasn't even in the points as well. which makes it even more worse. He was just trying to get the car to the end, and he lasted 29 laps on the medium, so we got to give him respect where respect is due. He lasted them that long, and they didn't pop, so fair play, mate, fair play. He technically lasted them the whole race. But yeah, so sitting 17th place right now on the first slot, so he'll be gunning for the fast lap, but we've got 4 more laps to go. But that's kind of popped the balloon for F7 because we were so close to no retirements. But oh, and we've got another one as well. Oh, and it's Jochen as well. What? Oh, honestly, this is getting insane now. We can't do. Oh, well, I can't really complain now. It's spiced up completely. We've got a safety car with 4 laps to go. Now this has saved people like Ace extremely well. Oh, what is this gonna do now? Jochen is lost onto turn 2, and we've got a full-on course safety car. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Not the retirements. Now that balloon has been popped now because we've had 2 retirements. But oh, that is so unfortunate. JML Panda actually retired. He actually pressed retire. He didn't. I'm not too sure. It says he's still racing. Oh, that is insane. How was this gonna work? Can you keep an eye on people's line? Good, looking good. Now this is really interesting now. Oh, he hesitated there. He went on the line and went back off, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that. It's not too sure. Jordi slowing down a little bit. Him and Carlos got to follow the delta. But oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting for Russell. And he's pit. He's pit and he's came out P4. Oh, now this is an amazing strategy for Russell. He has got this in the bag potentially. But oh my gosh, this is insane. This is honestly spiced up the race, so I hope none of you have went anywhere. We've had a lot of drama happening just in the few last laps near the end of the race. We've had JML Panda having a little bit of a collision with Ace, forcing our first retirement, so we almost went for a whole race of F7 here at Zandvoort with no retirements. But then we had Jochen, who looked like he lost on turn 1 and lost his wheel actually completely, but I didn't actually capture it, so I don't know what happened. But yeah, now we've got a full course safety car. I almost keep saying a virtual because we've got 3 laps to go, and we've got a full course safety car, so I wouldn't even be surprised if it says it's in this lap. And if it's not, then we're going to be having a 2-lap dash. But yeah, we're going to have to wait on the rest of the grid first before we go. So the drivers can actually indeed unlap themselves, as we can see right now. Mr. Romay is... oh, actually, never mind. Yeah. Hold on, what's upsetting is B Morgan's laps, and he's getting in the way of first, second, and third right now. Same with Soul. Oh, this is not looking good. Wait, is Russell involved in this? No, he's not. All the lapped cars are behind him. Are they? Oh no, they're not. Oh, now this is upset. This is... oh no. And the lapped cars aren't going to ghost until after the safety car restart. Oh, this is not looking great. Just nothing happening on the safety car of like bad to any of these drivers, but we've got a safety car though with 2 laps to go. It will be in this lap, no doubt, no doubt. It will be in this lap. But what a race though. We're so close to the end. It's just teasing us right now. But then again, it spiced up the race because I did say we need a safety car or something. Like, you guys are going to be wanting a safety car to spice up the race, and we've got one here at F7. Safety car is now in this lap, so we're going to be going to the green light. Drivers are going to be ready. The engines are going to be revving, and just the blood is going to be pumping. I'm not honestly too sure on how to hype it up, but I don't think I can hype it up anymore, except the fact that we've got 2 laps to go We've got one driver in second place being Hyperlane with a penalty, so it's anyone's podium right now. It's not looking like Stroll's right now, but we'll see when Oldwine does the restart, just to see if he does it correctly. But here we go for, yet again, 2 laps left of round 5 here at Zandvoort. And B. Morgan has retired in the pit lane, so nothing too major there, but Oldwine still looking pretty safe though. Russell sending it on for it, but he's gonna have to remember he's on the fresh salt. He's gonna have a much bigger advantage, but he's gonna have to be patient. All the lapped cars are now ghosted, so now it's just the gloves are off. We've got yet again another retirement, looking like Turissimo on to turn 2 or turn 3, whatever you want to call it. Emerald Russell getting very, very close to him. Sol picking up a penalty, but we're gonna keep an eye on Russell as he's the one to watch right now, as he is in contention for the win right now. But we'll keep an eye on everyone, like I just said. We'll keep an eye on everyone just in case if anything happens. But Russell, though, he's just ready to get this move done, but he needs to do it somewhere sensible. You can't be doing it in any stupid place. But once Oldwine crosses the line, it will be the last lap of this race. So if Hyper... Oh, this will be interesting. This is really interesting. Technically, the one thing is stopping Russell from catching up to Oldwine for this last lap is literally Hyper. So Russell's going to have to go for it. Going for it into the slipstream. But it looks like there's more moves going on. May going for the slipstream move on to the McLaren driver, looking like the 2 Red Bulls are scrapping. I'll same with the Renaults as well. So, can Russell get this win? He's getting close. He's 1.1 seconds. He needs to find more. This could genuinely be a close finish between them. 1.2 seconds. 1.3. It's just going to be teetering into that one little part. But Oldwine, he just needs to get these tyres at the end. They will go, because they do go 25 laps. But them softs, will they make a big advantage like we did see at the start? I genuinely think this will be Oldwine, but can't comment anything too sure unless we go to the line. But we've got a satisfying result. But that's Jordy. Jordy was in the points, and he's out. He is out on his. Oh, that is no. Jordy is out on the last lap, and he's going to get his first points of the season. But we're going to forget about that and go on board with the Williams driver, getting ready to cross the line to win here at Zandvoort for F7, with Russell finishing second place by 8/10, gapping him and Oldwine. Mail, I think it is, or May, with 3rd place after his first racing picture. I have not seen his name at all in the season, with VR Obutuan finishing 4th, Vero in 5th, Hyperlane in 6th, JMO Bueno in 7th, Carlos in 8th, Ace into P9, so he's still got points at the end of the day. Right, Reggae into 10th, and then Sarakai into 11th, Stroll finishing across the line in 12th, and then we will run through the rest of the drivers. But what a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a race. There was a lot of tension there with every driver of that race. There was a lot of tension, and just from that race, the drivers, well, nothing but respect to the drivers who were sending it back to back. But I'm just going to mute my mic and add the drivers, but you guys will see a blue screen. But I'll let you guys see the celebration, and congratulations to the top 3. And here we go for the final provisional results, if any stewarding gets involved. Come in. Right, but yeah, here we go with Oldwine finishing 1st place, Russell in 2nd, Mail into 3rd, Obi-Twan in 4th, Vero in 5th, Hyperlane finishing 6th, Bueno in 7th, Carlos in 8th, Ace in 9th, 10th place Breggy, 11th Sarakaya, Stroll P12, 13th Jordi, 14th Sol, 15th Sarome, Teressimo finishing 16th place, P Morgan finishing 17th, Jochen finishing 19th, and rounding off the grid we have JML Panda. So pretty successful race, to say the least. I will try to get them in for an interview as quick as possible before I have to go, but overall though, perfect timing. I get my dinner and the race ends, so I'll just get the drivers in for the interview, and if they don't join it's completely up to them. But setting it as Baku, but we're not going to be doing Baku anytime soon. We'll give the drivers around about like 4 minutes, I guess, 3 minutes around about that time, and we'll see if anyone joins. But if they do not join, then it's completely fine, but it would be great to have an interview done for the drivers. But if they don't do it, it's completely fine. Just gonna go in the showroom and turn off the HUD just to see. But we will wait for a quick second. But if no one joins, then it's completely up to them, like I said. But no one has joined just yet, but we'll give them a little bit more time, and then if they say no, then it's completely fine. So one driver saying no, right, it's all good. So Russell cannot make it, unfortunately. He says no, sorry. Right, we'll give it another quick moment, but so if he says no, then we'll just call it a wrap. But yeah, overall, I think that is going to be me. I've just had confirmation from 2 people that they will not be able to make the interviews, but thank you everyone who has been tuning in for the qualifying and the race, and also just in general everything. Make sure to go check out F1 and F5 and F4, etc, etc. And that has been round 5 here at the F7 division at the Netherlands GP, and we will see you on the 3rd of May. Actually, we'll see you around about May time for the French GP, being for round 6. So make sure to tune in for that here at F7, and that has been me, your main commentator, LR Delta, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.